Intro time. Pause for a second. Hi, Editor Patrick here. I took forever to get this intro done on stream, so I'm going to speed it up for you real quick. So, about a week ago, we did a stream and some people in chat showed me their favorite cursed images, and to be honest, they were pretty trash. So I challenged chat to come and send me their best top tier cursed images that they could, and I would put them in a tier list. Now the catch is, if half of those images don't live up to my standards, I would flip a coin, and if it landed on heads, I was going to ban my girlfriend Danny from my Twitch chat for a day. But if chat did manage to get half of their images to live up to my standards, then I would drink a combination of hot sauce and Worcestershire sauce, and that would be hell for me, as chat had proved me wrong. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It was a lot of fun to make. I had a really good time, chat had a really good time, and I hope you do too. Thank you for watching, and let's go back to the video. This is our first image. The facial hair is not good. This is not good facial hair. And I have this facial hair going right now. I don't know if you can see. Can you see how shitty my facial hair is right now? Yeah, it's kind of along the same levels as this thing, which is a problem. Another thing, it's a mouthful of teeth that aren't attached to the mouth. Some of which have these like black spots on them, they're brown spots on them, or chips and stuff, which make it really disturbing. It looks to be a lot like he or she took a spoonful of teeth like they were cereal and started munching on them. And that's really effed up. This is pretty cursed. And so it pains me to say this, but I think our first image here has to sit A tier. I think this is an A tier cursed image. It makes me extremely uncomfortable. I don't know if it's S tier yet. We can look at rearranging the tier list when we're done putting everything in, but it's definitely A tier. I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves and start placing S tiers right off the bat. Next up, this, which I would argue is a dad joke. Is this something you'd see your dad post on Facebook? Is it cursed? The image quality gives it a little bit of curseness. Let's be honest. It's grainy. It's hazy. It feels like this was taken at the scene of a serial killer's house when they discovered all the bodies back in 1977. That's what this feels like to me. The thing that makes it the most cursed for me is that it looks like the chicken are sitting in like a laundry basket, like something you'd put like your clothes in. And so the fact that someone felt the need to stick a laundry basket in their sink to put these chicken into water, that's the part of it that's cursed for me. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to give this C tier. I think this is average. Now next up, we've got this thing, which looks like if a bunch of furries decided they were going to make a zombie movie. I don't know if this counts as cursed, especially because you left the frickin' watermark on the side. I'm sorry, carpet sample furry. So this is made up of carpet samples. Okay. Well, that certainly adds a level of curseness to it. Again, I'm gonna have to say this is C tier. I like the framing. It's very cinematic, and I appreciate that. But you left a watermark, which instantly means it can't be S tier because there's a watermark. It's hard to get an A tier one with watermarks too. It's disappointing, to be honest. Watermark is just, tragic. But I'll let it sit at C tier because it's This one's funny. This one's hilarious. I love this one. I also love that with the way I've set up the stream, it like top to bottom fills the page. There's a lot to say about this one. First of all, the person wearing these glasses seems to be an older woman. Which means the fact that an older woman is participating in this level of fucking ridiculousness is great. It's fantastic. The character we have here, I love it. The condoms in the glasses, this feels like it's meme territory. This feels like this is memeable. I don't know if memeable and cursed image necessarily go hand in hand. But because of how content and, overjoyed she appears to be with her pair of sunglasses, I will give it B tier. So this next one, Danny sent, I thought this was hilarious. I loved this one. I thought this was top tier comedy. It really just made me laugh. But from a perspective of cursed image, first of all, image quality, again, kind of grainy, feels like it's the 80s, maybe the 90s, which is good. That helps. Makes it feel ancient. Yes, if you're from the 90s, I'm calling you ancient. The setting that we're in is just this, like, where the fuck are we? This is like a bare room, unpainted walls. The floor is like, I mean, this feels... I don't know where we are. Something's plugged in, but I have no clue what. Is it like the lights of like the Christmas tree or something? And then we have a Christmas tree that looks to be about 4, maybe 5 feet tall. Inside someone's anus. Someone who is posed in a very interesting pose. Muscular enough where they can hold themselves up in this pose with a tree sticking out of their ass. This feels like it's an SCP. And so I really do just gotta give this S tier. This is good. Well, it's cursed. But not in the way that I would give it S tier or A tier or maybe not even B tier. I mean, like I said, pickles in a condom. It's a pickle in a condom. It's gonna be a dad joke for me. This one I enjoyed very much. I enjoyed looking at this one. This one made me laugh. Just the thought process of going through and doing this and either eating it or giving it to someone to eat really fills me with joy. You've got good picture quality. It's kind of grainy, kind of uncomfortable quality. Not posed perfectly. The Vaseline on the bread, you know, it's like, it's good. I'd give it C tier, B tier cursed imagery. I'll give it B tier. It feels like something that a YouTuber would do as a prank. Given just the joy I've had from it, I'll give it B tier. I'll give you it. And I got 2 submissions for weirdly named Doritos from Diet Water, and this is the one I chose of the 2. Datos. And I believe on the bag there that says chicken wings chips. Now I'm going to give this C tier because it's, you know, it's average. It's an average cursed image. You've got your, you know, it's confusing, but it's not unsettling. I don't feel like I've been cursed so much as I feel like I've been teleported to an alternate dimension. Next up, we've got this. Now, this is what I mean when I say a combination of confusion and unsettling. So we have spaghetti noodles covered in this brown substance, and if it weren't for the Nutella jar, we wouldn't know what it was. And this brings me a lot of questions. 1, why the hell are you combining spaghetti noodles with Nutella? That sounds disgusting. It really does. 2, the noodles are cooked, clearly. Is this warm? Are you eating, like, warm Nutella and noodles? Like, did you cook the Nutella, too? Like, that is really gross if you did that. 3, why is there a second helping of it? There is a bowl up here in that top left area with more in it. Somebody else is planning on also eating this meal. This is a normal meal for these people. I'll give it to that's A tier. That's A tier unsettling. I thought this was hilarious. It's a pair of slides that say Google Slides. This is a drawing, and so drawings can sometimes, because they're a drawing, lose their, you know, power as a cursed image. Cursed images can be really cursed because they look like they could be real life, like the Christmas tree or the Mickey Mouse one from before. And so I'm not going to give this S tier, but my God, is this just disturbing. It's horrible. The noses are terrible. Their jawlines are great. The noses are terrible. Doofenshmirtz is pregnant. The yellow hands, it looks like almost like the science stuff here is a sleeve because of that bit right there. It's like, what the fuck is going on? So this is A tier. 100% A tier. And I hate it. Congratulations. This image. Now, is this cursed? Well, I want to compare it to just this. Or no. This one. Right? So if we do this and just take a look at that, right? That compared to this. All that's really changed is that he's been given a second eye. And while that's, you know, kind of uncomfortable, I'm gonna be honest here. Yeah, so this is like Facebook post to me. Our final one is this monstrosity of a sculpture. A sculpture? Sculpture. Sculptors sculpt sculptures. Yes? Of this statue. This statue is cursed. For sure. First of all, image quality, top tier. This is good cursed image quality. It looks like we're in some sort of attempt at a playground. But this is just like, oh my god. Horrible. Horrifying. I don't need to explain why this is horrible. Lisa does only have one arm. You're absolutely right. I didn't even notice that. There's an arm missing from this child. This child is missing an arm. For that reason, I will give this a solid A tier. Which means, for those of you who've been paying attention, we've got 11 cursed images rated B or higher. And we've got 8 cursed images rated lower than that. So right now, chat has, in theory, won. And I don't think I could rearrange the cursed images enough to change that. I will. Will I move any of these up to S tier? No. So there you have it, folks. Chat proved me wrong. They got together a fair amount of cursed images that were actually good quality. And now I have to suffer for it. So, time to make a cocktail, folks. So again, hot sauce, Worcestershire sauce, and a glass, which is now cold because it's been sitting in front of my event. So, I'm going to have a cold drink. Okay, that's probably good. Go on. Drip out. Worcestershire sauce is added now. I don't know how strong this is. It smells really strong. I may have added way too much. At least that didn't, like, go everywhere. This is what we got. Okay. Down the hatch. Ah! 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 Fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah. Oh my god. Ah. Ah. Okay. Uh, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube. Goodbye.